Broke my back playing rugby and then went to university, at which point I was playing sport competitively still, but not to the same level I was prior. As time went on, I started to play more games. I sort of started to work with the RU in terms of rugby and then moved to work with XL as an advisor. So that was the way that I got into it. Probably the most important thing that I've done as a player is being able to represent your home nation. As someone from Wales who grew up supporting Welsh rugby and sort of Welsh identity and Welsh pride, being able to selected for Wales is probably the most important aspect of my gaming career. Find a game that you're passionate about. Esports takes a lot of time to get to a good competitive level, no matter what game you play. It's not going to be something that you do overnight, going to take some time to realistically reach the goals that you want to reach. Gaming is all about having fun. And fun is the most important aspect of any sort of game. I would suggest that you find a game that you enjoy, you work towards having fun in that game, because gaming is meant to be an escapism from other aspects of life. So having that opportunity to work in terms of build yourself up, play a game that you enjoy, but also find interests outside of gaming that you also enjoy. Keeping active or in terms of society, working in terms of communication and having that sort of multiple facets to your life will make you the best all-rounded player. I work full-time, I go to the gym. I think those are the best two things to sort of highlight. I work a lot, so gaming is always a second priority. I work in esports, so it makes it a little bit easier. I make sure that I have interests outside of that, so I love exercise. I go to the gym 3-4 times a week, but I also make sure that I spend time with my friends, my family, and my girlfriend. So yeah, that's how I do it. And none of them particularly like gaming, so I have to accommodate their interests as well. My aspirations in esports, I guess, are probably slightly different to other people's, where I already work full-time in esports, so my aspirations have kind of been met within that. From an EsportsWales point of view and playing for the Welsh team, I hope we do Wales proud. I think it's going to be a long journey. This is the start of our team's journey, realistically, but eventually it'll be nice to have multiple qualifiers, teams, etc. to play Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and also improve mobile esports in terms of the UK, but specifically in Wales. A safe esports industry for young people is having people who are properly trained, safeguarded, also allowing players to play in an environment which is not conducive to being online. Online safety is something that's extremely hard to regulate, especially within the West, where controls are not as in-depth as in the East. So having opportunities for young people from the age of 10, 11 to play in LAN environments where they are controlled in terms of communication is probably the best starting point. I guess as time goes on and people get older and we start looking towards 16, 17, 18, where they are more adapted understanding of technology, but also in relation to what is expected from those environments, they have a better thick skin. I don't think currently at the moment we're in a position, not just in terms of Esports Wales, but as a whole, where we have an infrastructure to necessarily make sure that's the priority. I would also suggest that we remove the online capabilities for people under a certain age so that they would play in those environments instead. But this only works if there are places that kids can play in localised communities, and as someone from North Wales and Wales as a whole, those places are very limited because of the size of the populations within those communities. Rural communities benefit a lot from esports online, so having those opportunities is something that will take some time to get in place.